Hello, everyone.
Yes, hello. This is Life in Blood Atlanta. I am Dengle, your storyteller for this evening. And before we get started, word of note, if we touch on things in this particular episode that gives you issues as far as, well, I don't know, trigger something in yourself that makes you uneasy or makes you feel like you don't need to listen to this, by all means, take a step away. Your mental health is much more important than a game or podcast or a video that you're watching on YouTube, whatever it is at the given point in time. So, with that being said, yes, I am stalling because we have somebody frozen right now. Joining me this evening is Feyla playing Tory.
Hello.
Nenavar playing Steven.
Hello.
Buttons playing Shiloh, finally, again.
Heyo.
And when they return, Cocia playing Beth. And I will do the hello for Cocia.
She does hail.
Whatever. That's her thing. So, last time, what happened? Nothing major.
Victory, but at what cost?
Arson. Much arson.
Fire hurts.
Something about a train. Yeah, fire does hurt.
Fire is pain.
Fire due aggravated to kindred. Yes.
Yeah. So we finally made it to Carissa's. We got inside. Small brought a truck. Like a big old semi to crash into the building, which was crazy. Thank you, Red.
I bet Red loved that.
Oh, I know. So we got in. We got to the basement. Vic showed up out of nowhere. We killed a Ventru, a gargoyle, and Nosferatu.
And a Toreador.
I forgot the Toreador was there.
Shiloh got her first kill. Ever.
Yeah. Tory turned into a monstrous dog.
Which was super cool, by the way.
Yeah, bisected a Nosferatu. That was interesting.
Yes.
Then we went down into the tunnels. About faced. Victor kept going. The other Salubri kept going. Basement blew up. We made it out of there barely in time because Tory and Steven stayed behind to set up the charges so the house would really go down, just in case it wasn't going to otherwise. And then Tory got her back burned to a crisp, and several of us ran away because we were scared of fire. And then we all broke off and separated and didn't get back with each other.
Yeah, that's
For the most part.
kind of.
Yeah.
And we kind of left off with everybody having a bit of a reflection moment, to a certain extent. Steven won dealing with his mortal life. Tory dealing with well, maybe I'll have a half a bit of time now. Shiloh with I might actually be free for once. And Beth with a more personal moment.
Oh, Tory's also afraid for a touchstone, so that's fun.
Yes, it's true. And they have rejoined us. I already said heyo for you. Well, hello,
Yep.
but you know.
Hi.
So we are going to forego rouse checks. At least for now, if we get far enough along that we might need them, I will call for them, but I don't think we will, because there is roughly 2.5 weeks of downtime that we have to discuss. So who would like to go first?
I vote we reconnect as a coterie first.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Okay, well, then February 15th, reconnecting at the coterie, or as a coterie. Where?
Tory would head to the bar and send everyone a text saying, we should probably have some discussions. I'm at the bar. Meet me if you can or if you want to.
Steven will send a thumbs up and so he'll be there shortly.
Yeah, we definitely need to talk. I'll be there.
And Beth said, I'll be a minute, but I'll be there. So you all convene at the upstairs bar.
Does Darian come with Shiloh?
He will allow Shiloh the freedom to have private meetings.
It's probably best if he stays back, at least for now. I'll catch him up later.
Tory's not looking good.
No, he's not. Or no, she's not, rather.
Are you sure you don't need any healing?
It'll be fine. A lot happened yesterday. Everyone I'm aware that made it out. I don't think we really lost too many people.
Do we have... Who all have we not made contact with yet?
We haven't made contact with anyone.
Okay. I didn't know what you were doing last night, so...
I was healing. My back got burned. I'm not doing good. And it goes without saying, please don't spread that around.
Yeah, of course not.
How is Darian?
A little bit of a predicament. He's under some pretty heavy cam influence right now. We need to keep him away from them for at least a month to let that bond die off. Because right now he's directed to tell them everything if he runs into them.
So, option instead of letting it run its course over a month or so. Why don't one of us try to supersede that bond?
Several reasons. Number one, I don't think he'll be very keen to be bonded to anyone else, considering everything. Number two, I can't personally vouch for how strong the bond may or may not be.
Right. It should weaken faster if another bond is trying to take it over, though.
I will not make any decisions for him. If you want to talk to him and ask him about it, you're more than welcome to.
It was just a suggestion if he wants to do it. It can be someone he doesn't even have to interact with.
Like I said, you'll have to ask him.
I wasn't sure if he was coming tonight.
No.
So, do we need to talk about anything that happened last night?
Yeah. How did she... How did...
Go ahead. Sorry.
Sorry, I keep trying to wrap my head around how Carissa was able to figure out what we were up to in time. I don't know how many people you let in on what your plan was.
I only told, let's see, the Hellcat, Dante, Cyril somewhat knew, and Johnny.
Struck Fiona on the slopes about Salubri.
We didn't tell very many people, although Samal did know, and he has his whole thing. I don't know how many he told. That's a conversation I want to have with him, because I also want to know how Vic knew.
I don't know if I mentioned it, but, they knew you guys were up to something for a while, because Michael mentioned it when he talked to me in Detroit.
Yes, he talked to me about that as well. However,
Okay.
He didn't... I wasn't sure if they knew exactly what we were planning, but I would like to know how they knew.
Agreed.
I think I have a little bit of time before I need to talk to Kamari, but that will be a fun conversation to have.
Do you think maybe Johnny told Vic?
Maybe. I don't know how close they are. One of us can go talk to him about that, or ask him, I suppose.
Right.
Dante didn't tell. Hellcat didn't tell. Cyril wouldn't have told. But we need to find Vic.
Speaking of Cyril, what was with that odd text he sent? Is everything okay? I mean, I haven't really had a lot of contact with him.
Which part?
All of it sounded odd.
They found his haven, so he took measures to erase what he was working on there.
I'm guessing whatever he was working on is very delicate, to say the least.
One would say that. It is not my place to tell anyone. I'm not at liberty to discuss it.
That's fine. I'm not overly curious myself.
Shiloh was giving me a look.
I was debating whether it was worth asking, but you answered my question and I won't press any further. We have other things to worry about.
Many. Because even if what he was working on was going to be a problem, it is now no longer a problem. So.
But speaking to his
okay. I know I got hurt last night. I was not sure about anyone else.
I only got punched in the back of the head. I'm fine otherwise.
Kylo's new trick did me fairly well. Just a few scrapes now.
Oh, good. I was hoping that would work. I haven't had much practice at that before.
Let's catch up, Shiloh. You've been away a while.
Yeah.
How was Detroit?
I wish I could say quiet, but not really. There seemed to be a lot happening. Your contact was really interesting. He was a very interesting guy to meet.
I was going to ask if you were happy with your mask.
Oh yeah, he was very thorough.
Good. Any questions for us? You were gone a while.
Yeah, Steven?
Yep.
What was that weird thing you did to make the one guy freak out that you were fighting?
Oh yeah, I call it demontation at Elysium, so don't try to do any weird stuff to my head, please. Unless you want me to.
What?
Yeah.
You... I can no longer help you. The next time you go into one of your weird little fugue things, I cannot get into your head now and help you back out of that. I hope you realize that, yes?
Yep.
We're
Plus, we also
fucked.
want demontation, then it should be fine.
No, let's not give the Salubri dementation, please.
The Salubri doesn't want demontation.
That would be quite horrific for all of us, I think.
Yeah, speaking of which, should we look into to see if like any other people also caught dementation at Elysium because of that weird Ellie chick?
I don't know of a way to test outside of them displaying it.
Oh,
Does
I mean, I guess that makes sense.
Johnny know about all this?
Yeah, I already
You're
talked
muted,
Used to have,
Peg.
apparently.
Used to have it, so does he know how to get rid of it?
I could ask him.
You know, normally I would ask you why you would not pursued that avenue prior to now, but collectively I get the sense that there are many, many good reasons for you not to have pursued that yet.
Aside from the first night after, it hasn't really affected me too much.
His fugue
Would
things
you
seem
even
to have
notice,
calmed down.
I don't know whether to be concerned about that or not. Fantastic. Okay, wonderful. So
Any other
what else
questions?
did I miss?
Just
Yeah,
moving
what
on.
else did I miss?
Okay. Well, you're the only one that has doesn't know, so might as well just rip off the band-aid now. Everybody else met my family, so that was fun.
Okay.
Yeah,
Please tell me you didn't
decided to mess
blow
with
our cover.
No, I don't think. I hope not.
I
They
might
are
have to buy
very
another
suspicious
thing from
because-
Rufus.
Yeah,
Sorry,
we've
what?
got to get.
I might need to buy another mask from Rufus, although I don't have the same thing anymore to buy it with.
I mean, I'll figure out a way to pay them. Yeah, they're very, very suspicious of me because genetics really hit hard in our family.
Fantastic.
Yeah, you can
If
thank
you
Rissa
do
for
need to
this
talk to
shitstorm.
Rufus, great, fantastic. If you do need to talk to Rufus, he's undertaking some sort of project. I didn't get any details on it though, so maybe there's something. Maybe he'll take money. I don't know.
We're not really swimming in money right now.
Just saying.
No, but maybe there's favors or something we could do depending on the project.
He does still owe me, because he didn't pass off any money. We discussed him owing me some favors, so I do have a little bit to call in, but I don't know how much.
Don't worry about it too much. I don't want your favors to be overtaken by me.
Yeah.
I mean, I realize the good of the coterie, but still.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of which, That was a huge favor you pulled in.
Yes, it was.
I don't even know if thank you starts to cover it.
It's something from the past I didn't need. I kept it in case I needed to bargain my way out. When you leave the Sabbat, they call a hunt. Similarly to a blood hunt. And so I took it when I left to make sure that if I was found, I had a bargaining chip to get myself out of it.
Sense. Makes sense.
As it stands now, though, I am in a little bit better position to defend myself than I was before.
So...
Did anyone check the news? We should probably find out what's going on.
Yeah, good point. Filling out. Check the news.
House fire in North Atlanta. 6 casualties.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it says.
Only 6 casualties.
However,
From that house fire.
It does, however, say something about a hydrogen explosion at Enos Medical Company as well.
And a big explosion. So, just the norms.
Right.
Apparently here in Atlanta.
Oh yeah, I
Think
should
it's-
probably ask Dee if he knows where Carissa was going.
That would be good to know. What happened?
And-
He just showed up at the end.
Yeah, I decided not to I decided specifically not to ask a bunch of details last night and kind of give him a minute. I'll definitely be asking about that though and let you know what I find out. I suspect old habits kicked in. Because he was able to find some loopholes.
Do you want your dog soon, Shiloh?
Yes, the sooner the better. That would be great. Thank you.
Is there any other pressing concerns we have?
I don't know. You tell me.
Probably should also let you know that my sire is back in town and on the Primogen Council.
Okay.
The council is an odd one.
How so?
There is.
I mean, Tory and I were yelling at Carissa.
There
They
is
didn't seem to bat an eye.
Ventru, Nosferatu, Malkavian, Banu Hakim, Lasambra, Toreador, and a Zemitzi.
Interesting.
Yes, an odd council.
Do you think they purposely did that to set her up to fail? Or to, bring her down a peg? Or both?
Know.
I mean, I don't know how the Camarilla works, so.
When I was around them, I was not near the Primogen Council. I just know that several of those clans are not often found in them especially, but also Camarilla cities.
Storyteller, would Shiloh have any particular insight into this matter given her past?
Give me intelligence and etiquette.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that she really hates the Nos, and there's a Nos on her little
Well, she didn't choose this
babysitter
council.
crew.
It was
weird.
chosen for her.
I know that, but still, it's just weird. Me.
I don't think a Nosferatu one is odd.
Or successes.
Most of those really aren't that odd. The ones that are odd are the Zmizi and the La Sombra, obviously. And having so many is a bit excessive. Typically it's 3 or 4. And they can also shift from clan to clan as needed.
If I had to hedge my bets, I'd say that they were there to kind of more to tie her down than anything. Usually there's not that many, or at least there wasn't in like Portland, and I don't think there's that many in Chicago.
Probably tie her down. Did we tell you about the gargoyle incident yet?
What?
Oh, I
got
forgot
a
you weren't here
gargoyle.
for any of this.
No.
She released it in the middle of a residential area.
Yeah, right. So they made Georgie. Yeah, that was fun. They turned Georgie into a gargoyle. That was a rough night for several reasons.
Okay. Did someone get that mess cleaned up before it totally broke the masquerade?
Yeah, Danny did.
I mean, ish.
Speaking of, how much have you been telling her? It seemed like quite a lot.
I mean, I gave her everything I had on me.
There were just comments that were made that made it seem like she knew more than I would have expected.
Yeah, she's kind of like that.
Nosy, you mean?
Most Nos are.
Has Tory gotten a message from Kumari yet?
She's not.
Give me a few to run back, and I will go get the dog you wanted. They are pretty much old enough to hand out now.
Oh, okay.
Especially since I'll be around yours probably more than others of the litter.
Thanks.
And then Tory will leave.
Is there anything that the coterie would like to talk about? The remaining coterie, of course.
Be good, Shiloh.
I care about you guys as much as one kindred can care about another kindred. I need to be explicitly clear with you guys to not discuss personal matters around D for a while, okay? Please?
Okay.
Aye.
Thank you. With that said, Beth, are we gonna have to worry about your family? Please be honest with me.
I honestly don't know. They are very, very suspicious. My daughter has been investigating where I have left off. Yeah, where in the world I am. and her trail has gone cold. She's not stopping. So I'm really hoping that if we can talk to this Rufus guy and have him make me a mask, he'd make me a really, really good one and like some forge or death certificate, even in like a different country, that'd be great. But Kristen plays dirty and brought them in biznatch.
All right.
Probably also have Cyril change your base since Samit's are into that.
I mean, that's an option, I guess.
Is that what you want?
Not particularly. I like my face. But, I mean, that's what I have to do to get them to not be so suspicious. That's what we'll have to do.
Mm.
So, Tory, you're on your way back to the garage.
Yes.
Kennel. And you get about halfway back, and you are not necessarily stopped, but there's somebody that kind of walks up to you, and I mean, it's Barney. He finds you and is like, "Oh, hey, everything okay?"
Last night was a wonderful night.
Yeah, Red let me in on that.
Yeah. Got the sire. Most of us got away. I want to say we only lost a couple, and that was from Samal's group, not from ours.
Heard,
we were there. Or they knew
Yeah.
we were coming and what our intentions were.
Yeah, I heard, Vic showed up too.
Yeah, I would love to know how he found out and why he showed up. I'm waiting to talk to Kamari because someone needs to break the news to him because Vic didn't come up from the basement where the train exploded. Or whatever it was exploded.
Okay. I'll have Ranny lift the network block from, well, him and his crew. With, well, us. So, yeah. You okay? And your coterie okay?
I'm hurting. Shiloh seems to be okay. Everyone else seems to be fine. I'm not sure if she's processed things yet. Yeah, last night was a little rough, and I think I saw her kill someone.
No.
I was a little bit preoccupied with the Nosferatu that wouldn't leave me alone.
Yeah.
Do you know who that one was?
No, not offhand. I don't know who that was. If you need food, I'm gonna do a short-term offer for you.
How kind of you.
To be clear, it's just a help in the interim.
Right.
I know. Yeah.
I can't be bonded, so don't worry about that.
No, I'm not overly worried about that.
As they're walking, she'll actually have him come to the kennel. She'll actually show him where that is. If you didn't already know.
He doesn't seem to have known when he walks up and, like, you walk inside.
Take a pic of the dogs.
Which ones are claimed?
Ones. She'll point out the ones that are claimed.
Okay, and he'll kind of go through arbitrarily and be like, these ones.
You can have them now, or I can swing by later with them.
I'll get Red to get us some food. What you been feeding them?
I give them, like, actual food. Like, they get food made for them. They're very good for cleanup, though. That's what the original dogs were trained for.
Okay. I'll get a hot plate, too. Raw chicken's not for anybody.
They'll eat pretty much whatever.
Yeah. And he'll kind of take the dogs and, like I said, if you need me, let me know.
As much as I don't want to take you up on that, I probably will have to. The fire hit me on the way out.
Yeah, I can smell it. Well, I can taste it, really, but yeah.
It's quite unpleasant.
And he kind of thanks you and walks out the door with the dogs.
2 down. Grab Blitz and the male that's left from Reyna's litter.
And back to the bar you go.
Back to the bar. This is, I think you wanted the name Apollo.
Yeah.
All yours. If you want me to give them specific instructions, I can. They're trained as a guard dog, but can be given more commands and trained pretty easily.
Okay. Thanks.
Of course.
I'm sorry.
I'm laughing at Cocia's picture.
Yes, I'm so sorry. I should not be laughing. This is a serious conversation.
There's more that we need to get done. We'll obviously be seeing each other, but I'm sure we all have some things to take care of after that we've been putting off, or at least I know I have.
We have a list of people we need to get in contact with. Maybe we could divvy that out while we're all here.
Many.
That way, I figured that might be the case. Pulled a lot together. How long have you been planning last night?
Since you left.
Okay.
Don't know if you know this, but we also don't like Carissa.
Yeah, okay.
She was never my favorite, but choices she made her fairly unbearable to be around.
Yeah, Pity she wasn't... Pity we didn't get to make sure she doesn't bother us again, but, I mean, we'll get there, right?
We'll figure that out. We'll get her. She can't have moved her herd very far. Not that quickly. There's bound to be a trail with, how she has to move them.
Oh yeah, did you guys ever figure out what she feeds on? How she feeds?
You probably don't want to know.
So that was a yes, okay.
Yeah. We'll go over that later if you really want to know, but trust me, you probably don't.
Probably not. Knowing her, probably not.
So we need to find the leak. I want to touch base with Samal. We need to figure out what happened with the Banu. We need to figure out what happened at Gregor's warehouse last night. Figure out where Michael is, where the Primogens are, what's going on with the hunters. If you want that clinic, we need to get that.
Oh, yeah.
And then several other things, I'm sure. We are short some money on the clinic. I need to see if a line of revenue is still available to me.
I would not have been surprised. I'll ask Dee what he knows about the Primogen Council and Carissa. Wait, hunters?
Oh, yeah, there's hunters.
Got to talk to their leader. He's scary.
Yes, he's a very intimidating man.
Leader? Okay, shit, maybe I should have stayed in Detroit. I joke.
They're based out of the church.
Of course they are. Great, fantastic. Do we know which one?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
He told me.
Will you tell me what? Okay, and will you tell me which one so I know to avoid it?
Yes. Church name, because I don't have it in front of me currently.
Fantastic.
Yep. There's also supposed to be a traveling one coming soon who is much more of a hard ass than this one.
This is great. It just keeps getting better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Is anyone able to find out what happened with that warehouse on the news? Is there any mentions of it?
Yeah, let's do him check his phone for it.
Give me technology and investigation. I know we're not supposed to do that, but I am.
One success.
So, if there's something you can't find it, would anybody else like to try?
I have no technology, so no.
I mean, I don't either, but I guess I can try. My intelligence isn't terrible.
I guess I could try. She's got a laptop there.
Shai's got her phone, so...
Yeah, investigation and technology.
Okay, I missed stuff, so I don't know what we're rolling for, but Beth does have some technology. I can't remember if she has investigation, though.
1. I actually succeeded on my single dice.
I got 2, so not too much better.
Neither of you find anything also.
Investigation and technology, is that what we're rolling?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, 1 second. I got a skull and that's it.
And you're like, well, I don't give a crap.
I didn't expect anything big enough to be actually on the news. I was just hoping.
Any chance that the people you sent there kept in contact with Cameron?
I can go ask. I was going to go do that once we were done wrapping up here. Is there anything we need to speak about in person for the rest of the time? As I said, I've been putting things off to take care of this, and I would like to get some personal things taken care of.
Sounds like we all might at this point.
So, hey, quick question. Since we are looking for a leak, I mean, I know that these phones that we got from Danny are supposed to be super secure. How secure are they? Like, we kind of just took it all at face value.
I mean, you still shouldn't be blatantly throwing the masquerade to the wind.
Oh, come on. We all do that every single day on our phones. Totally.
I do my best not to.
I was totally joking. I just meant, like, what if anybody's, like, reading our text and putting 2 and 2 together? I mean, I know we don't try to be like, oh, hey, you know, I'm gonna go blow up her house in the text.
I don't know if you've noticed, but I really don't say anything like that on text, so if you guys have been, that's on you.
Yeah, no. We had all those conversations in person.
Exactly. There's a reason for that.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, what if somebody's putting 2 and 2 together? In any way, shape, or form?
They might have. That's why we need to figure out where the leak is coming from. If it's from Barney, then we need to know that.
So, a word on Danny's behalf. I made it pretty clear to her that I was giving her some of my secrets in exchange for her explicit loyalty to you guys. So, if she was investing with those phones, she would have also been putting herself at risk. I think it's more likely that someone told someone else and then someone else told someone else.
Right, which is why I want to check in with Samal, because he has a lot of people under his little group. And I don't know who he told.
Right. Alright, yeah, let's go find who's been playing telephone.
Are we doing that together, or are we going and doing our own things?
I mean, personally, I don't think you guys want
show his haven to you guys unless he wants that. I don't know.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on. Yeah, I'm good. I don't think you guys want me in charge of talking to people. I'm not very good at that. I mean, I'm good at talking with people, but like investigating and getting down to the nitty gritty, yet I'm not good at that.
Do you want to check in with Johnny for us?
Sure.
Either you or Steven.
Swing on Johnny.
You hit it off with Johnny pretty well.
Yeah. I can swing by, talk to Johnny.
Speaking of checking in with other Malkavians, do you want to try to get that video to the Nospirmagen of Carissa?
Yes, I do. I want to give it to all the Primogen.
I have a number for my sire. I don't know if it works, but I can try and get in contact with her.
That would be quite helpful because I don't know how else to get hold of them.
If it wasn't breaking the masquerade, I would say we could just, make a poster and say, Primogen, we need to see you. Leave it outside, wait for a drone to see it.
We don't even know if there's...
do that.
We don't even know if they're still in the city after last night.
No, we do not. That's why I said we need to find out what's going on with them when I was running through the list. Any other pressing matters?
I don't know, I think that might be enough at the moment.
The love, Pete, I hope it is.
I'll be sure to let him know your feelings on him.
Oh, right.
And Tory will walk away.
As a person, too. Oh. Huh.
Wow, Tory just told a joke. She must really be feeling it.
Yeah. Glad she's letting her guard down around us a little bit more. It's a delight.
I don't know if it's letting her guard down more as in coping mechanisms taking over.
Tomato.
Okay, so you all split up and go about your merry ways. I need to know where everybody's going, and then we will take care of other things later.
Stephen and Beth heading to Joni's.
Aye.
Shiloh's taking the puppy back to the coterie house to talk to Darian.
And Tory's going downstairs. Okay. So let's start out with probably the easiest of the bunch. Beth and Stephen.
Also, along the way, Stephen is going to try that number for Olivera.
I'm sorry. The number you've dialed is no longer in service.
Yeah, I expected that.
Yeah. But you show up at Johnny's Club. It is open. There are people filtering in and out. However, you walk inside and the bouncer for the evenings. Oh yeah, he's in the office. So go on back.
Thank you.
You go back there and he is apparently actually doing work. Gross.
Oh my gosh, Johnny, you actually do real work? I thought it was just party time all the time.
It's like an hour and a half, 2 hours. I just got to make sure everybody gets paid.
Okay, I'll give you that. Signing checks is important.
No, I don't sign checks. I just make sure that like time cards are right.
Or that. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Taxes suck.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I'm not looking forward to taxes. Taxes are a thing.
Just don't pay them. Sweep them under the rug and you'll be fine.
Oh
Yeah.
no,
Pay them under the table, that's a thing, right?
not at this scale.
Right. You could be audited.
Yeah, that's just I don't want that. So, how can I help you?
Just checking in, making sure you're okay from last night. It was a bit of a heavy night.
Yeah, I went downtown and I had an argument with Carissa. It was fun, you know.
Their interaction with her is fun.
Yeah, especially when Dante jumped in too, and then like it got really heated, and people started pushing each other, and then like things started jumping across rooftops, and I was like, I'm not seeing that, am I? And I wasn't, so it turned out to be okay. But yeah, I don't know exactly what happened with it, but I know it isn't an issue anymore. So yeah. I see your operation went fairly well.
Something
I
like
mean, could have been better. Could have been a lot worse, though, so I'll take the win that nobody died.
Rick died, probably.
Oh, I mean, okay, not to sound completely heartless, but none of our coterie died.
Vic died?
He was
We don't know.
he was down in the basement when the something started coming for us, and then the house blew up. We heard shotgun blast and him yelling, "Oh shit!" and then nothing.
We told him to run. He didn't, though. I don't know why he didn't.
How did he even know to show up?
That is the question.
Yeah, I didn't tell him. Did any of you? I assume not.
Nope.
But, you know.
Nope. Is there anyone else who would have talked to you, maybe, that could have told him? That you know of?
I mean, there's a couple Ventru in the city that he might have talked to. He didn't really talk to a whole lot of people, though.
Yeah, kind of seemed a bit of a prickly pear, keeping it to himself.
Yeah, he's dedicated to his work and to his family, and that's about it. So.
Interesting.
So he was down in the basement. The house did the thing, and he kind of like flares his hands up. Did you take care of the worst part of it? Because I heard something about like the wizard making statues come to life. Is that no longer a thing?
Wizard still around.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's too slippery to not be. Let's be honest here.
Indeed. However, I think for the time being, at least, hopefully, the statues are dealt with. Don't hold me to that.
As long as I don't want to have one posting up on my roof, I don't care. If we're being honest.
Exactly. They're not fun to play with.
No, not at all. Did anybody get hurt? I mean, I can't really help too much, but I assume
Tory got
somebody.
the worst of it. But overall, we're all alright, I think. Could have been a lot worse.
Okay, good. By the way, Javier said he'd be here in about 2 weeks, so and then he wants to have a meeting with just his people, and then we'll have a meeting sometime there in that week with everybody.
Right, yes. For the deal that's going on. Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, let Tory know. I'm sure she will want to be there.
I'm sure she will too. I will definitely let her know.
Also let Cyril know because he's going to be the one dealing with them mostly.
I will do that. I don't know Cyril very well, but it kind of seems like he wouldn't really want to play with. I don't know the best way to phrase this. Interspecies politics. I don't know how much he wants to fully deal with them, so long as everybody keeps to the rules. I think he'll be fine. I don't really.
Okay, well, just make sure he's there for the initial. He will set boundaries, and we'll make sure that everybody stays by those boundaries.
Right. I will. I don't know if I actually have Cyril's number. But yeah, I'll make sure that Tory knows, to make sure that Cyril knows and is there. I don't want to say that she's his keeper, but a little bit feels that way right now.
Okay, good. Is there anything else I can do for you guys? I do have a little bit of work to do. By all means, Beth, I know you don't, but Steven, if you want to, it's out there.
Okay. I do have a weird question for you, though.
Go ahead.
Tory and Shiloh were curious about how exactly you lost demontation.
Oh, and the Hakata did whatever the heck they did, and they kind of all went into one bloodline from like Giovanni and Cappadocia and Nagaraja and Samiti and all of those. Kind of went into one. It did something, and it kind of fractured the Madness Network, and like a lot of us lost it. For whatever reason, the Sabat people kept it for the most part, and then there were like a couple others that didn't. We can get it back. It's just we have to basically touch back into it, and I didn't use it enough before to use it now. If that makes any sense.
I understood most of that.
Oh, and from what I understand, if somebody else is affected by it, that's not one of us, to the best of my knowledge, the effects, assuming they're, and he kind of like smiles and he's this, go away in about a week, week and a half, 2 weeks, somewhere in there. If they are kind of, mirrors, it stays. Mortals, it goes away pretty quick, but yeah, it is what it is.
Good to know.
So that's the good news. Is that all?
That's all I had.
I think that's the main points, at least. Do you mind if I hang out with you in here while Steven goes gets a happy snack?
If he wants to.
I normally just drink bagged.
Right, it's just kind of hard to keep that and carry it over.
Yeah, that's why I figured you'd want a happy snack.
Yeah, I'll be fine for now.
Okay, well, if you want it, it's here. You know where I am, so. And you two kind of go off and do your own thing. I assume that you report into Tory and Shiloh.
Eventually. Since Steven is not having the happy snack, Beth will actually hang back just a second and just watch Johnny for a moment or two. Be like, are you really okay? You seemed a little shaken, the news about Vic.
Yeah, we weren't really friends, but we worked together, so I don't know. Never gets easy losing people. It's fine though.
Okay. I just... You seem to have taken it harder than I thought you would have. Not that you seem to have taken it overly hard, just...
It's more so about his brother.
Yeah, Tory's gonna inform him. So hopefully that goes smoothly.
Well, I'm not worried about the emotional aspect. I'm more worried about the physical aspect.
Yeah, that can hit like a truck or so, I'm told.
Yeah, he's let's see here. And you can see him actively doing that. He's 42 years old. He looks like he's 19.
Yeah.
Keep that in
I
mind.
mean, that could be worse.
Yeah. If he needs something to help with that, send him my way. I know he's not necessarily one to want that per se, but it's a possibility.
I mean, I guess it depends on if he keeps wanting to be a part of this life or not.
Yeah. Or we could slowly wean him off and it could hit him not all like a truck.
That would be preferred, I'm sure, if he does not want to stay in this life.
Yeah. I don't know if that'll help, but, you know.
I have no clue. I should probably look into that.
Yeah. I don't know if anybody really knows, to be honest with you. Tory might. She's smart.
She knows everything. It's ridiculous.
Anyway, yeah, if there's nothing else, I do have to finish this stuff up, and then I will be free to do my normal stuff.
You have fun with that. Bye, Johnny. And Beth will leave.
Have a good night. And you two leave, report in. Tory,
Yes.
you go downstairs.
Yep. I assume Cameron's there because he's always there.
Yes, he is literally there 7 days a week.
How are things going here? Everything good?
Here, yeah.
Worried a little bit about the backlash, but I don't think they'll do anything here.
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of backlash.
Why?
And he pulls out his phone and he just hands it over to you as the video's playing. And it's Gregor's actually on there. It's a video of him. So you sent somebody to burn down my warehouse. Valiant effort, however, next time make sure I'm not going to be there before it happens. That being said, they won't be wasted. It's just, I like my experiments. I'm sure this will make its way back to Miss Yeager. So, in the meantime, auf Wiedersehen. And it cuts off.
Shit, I thought I was gonna be elsewhere.
Yeah, the guy that it came back with, he's messed up. He's alive, but he's messed up.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's fine. The world's probably better without him. If we're being honest with each other.
We had many other things going that night that should have pulled him away from that.
Yeah, you said that. And with the delivery that we had, and kind of everything else that I had not necessarily overheard, but implied on my end, I'm not going to fault you. And I'm not even going to be mad, because like I said, it's probably better that they're not here anymore.
I assume it was all of them except the one that made it back.
I don't know, there's like 3 or 4 of them that made it back, but the one that had the video was messed up real bad. The other ones, they saw what was going on. They ain't in town anymore.
Probably for the best.
Yeah, they scattered like roaches when you turn the light on.
Has anyone been in for me?
No, which I fully expected somebody to show up, but no.
Me too.
We did get a package, but I don't think it matters a whole lot. It does have that Jaeger thing on there, and that's the only thing. It's not postmarked. It's just somebody apparently left it after closing last night, and it didn't get picked up during the day.
Do you still have it?
Yeah, it's in the office. It's laying on the desk. You're free to grab it whenever you want to.
Thank you. Do you need anything?
No, I'm good.
She will go back and grab that.
Okay, it is basically just a package wrapped in like parchment paper with butcher's twine. It's like hand scrawled Jaeger on it.
She'll open it there.
Yeah, it's not very big, but you open it up and it's just a small little box. It's kind of like a box that a ring would come in.
Mm-hmm. Open it.
And you open it, and it's actually a little USB flash drive.
She'll run back upstairs and pop it into her computer.
Okay. There is one thing on it, and it is a document.
Okay.
Would you like to open it?
Yes.
Okay. You don't have any... Do you have any technology?
I do not have any technology, no.
Okay.
The computer doesn't get used very much, though, either.
Right. Would you... And you are connected to, like, some sort of Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you please give me a intelligence, then, since you don't have any technology?
Yeah. 2.
Okay, so you open it, and initially it's just blank. And then stuff starts happening. Like the command prompt comes up, and it starts running through a bunch of stuff.
Ah, shit, what'd I do?
You know that there was something inlaid in there. You can't necessarily discern exactly what's happening as far as what actually is happening. However, soon enough, your webcam comes on. And the webcam thing pops up, and it's got a secondary block that just says calling.
She'll let it go, but she's very confused.
And after about 10 seconds, the other one pulls up as an actual picture. And it's Gregor and Carissa both. They are somewhere on a leather something. Oh, good evening.
Good evening.
It's quite the spectacle that you put on last night.
Yes, well. Tend to not do things by halves.
Right. We don't either.
Apparently.
Exactly. Unfortunately for you, obviously, your, I assume, secondary goal of thinning the herd, as it were, failed.
Yes, unfortunately, someone has some loose lips, it seems.
Oh, it was Victor.
Oh, was it?
Yes, we found him and we gave him two choices. Give us the information that he had on all of you and exactly what was happening. Because we knew something was happening. We just didn't know exactly what. Or when. Or we end him right then and there, and then we embrace his dear brother as the lowest of clans.
And which clan would that be in your eyes?
Oh, gargoyles. Absolutely. We were thinking probably a scout. Or a sentinel. Maybe a sentinel would probably work better. You know, a housemaid.
And is that still your plan?
Oh no, he fulfilled his end. To a T, as a matter of fact.
Ah, so he was supposed to run into and get himself burned.
Yes, and supposed to bring as many with him as he could, which could have been more, but we'll take what happened. The Sabat Salubri. Yes, it seems the Sabat Salubri also went with him, and I believe met a rather warm demise.
Well, that's good to know. I had wondered what happened to him.
At least that's the conjecture. We haven't actually been able to search through rubble for obvious reasons. It's still rather warm.
Right, I don't plan on getting my feet any warmer than they already need to be, either.
Right. It is a shame about the others, though, that went down the tunnel. They were young and dumb.
Well, they made that choice.
Oh, and please tell Darian when you see him next time that we would love him to come back. However, without it coming from us, I guess it doesn't necessarily mean anything.
Nah, and I wouldn't tell him anyway.
We didn't take into account his history. Something that, admittedly, I didn't necessarily divulge in due time that I should have. And Carissa kind of gives him a glance of I will slit your throat.
Trouble in paradise.
Oh, it's minor oversight. Something that I didn't think that he had in him anymore. Apparently I was wrong.
Those things tend to stick around sometimes, don't they?
Yes. Unfortunately, they do, and all of us, don't they?
They do indeed. So you divulged who leaked our information for you. Why leave this for me?
No, I just feel like any time that you wish to talk to me, this is a perfect way.
And why would I choose to talk to you?
Amusement for both of us.
I never even wanted to see you again.
But here we are.
And yet here we are.
Yes. I thought curiosity was supposed to be for the cat, not the dog.
Well, What can I say? I don't think I was supposed to be a dog.
No, I believe you were supposed to be a little bit more scaly.
And yet,
Oh.
the choice was made for me.
Admittedly, it wasn't my first choice either.
And yet it came from you.
But it did, didn't it? You had so much potential, but
Yes, things
wasted.
would have been very different, wouldn't they have?
yes, they would have. But anyway, also the issue at the warehouse. Do apologize to your man Cameron. His friends were less than succulent.
I had really hoped you weren't going to be there. I will be honest.
See, had they waited 5 more minutes, I wouldn't have. I was on my way out, and then I heard motorcycles. Part of me was hoping that it was you.
No. No, when I make my way to you, you will absolutely know it's me.
Well, good luck finding us. We are going to be out of town for quite a while.
Yeah, you seem to
We'll be
have
back.
a change of scenery, although I'm sure you can only move so fast with the unthinned herd being moved the way they need to.
Oh, no, it's quite all right. We have a good
Seemed
stand
a bit
in
heavy of a load.
temporarily. Oh, yes. Like I said, they can travel 24 hours a day. Obviously, we can't. It takes roughly 48 hours to get from Georgia to Washington, so we're somewhere in there. And we had a 48-hour lead on you, so have fun.
Why Washington?
Oh, no, we're not in Washington. It's just anywhere in the United States. You can go.
You can. Doesn't matter. You know how good at tracking I am.
And I wish to play a game. So
Oh,
find me if you dare.
in due time.
Yes. Also,
The hunt is
if you
sweetest when it's played well.
yes. Also, I wish for this game to be just kept between us. So please don't bring in any of your friends. This is fun. Somewhat like old times.
And yet you don't have any control over me anymore. So I think I'll do things my way this time.
Fine, have it your way. Until we see each other again. And then the screen just goes black.
She will have a very hard time not throwing the laptop.
After a
Unplug
couple
the
minutes,
USB.
I assume after a couple minutes you head out to your next stop.
Yes.
Okay. So in the meantime, Shiloh, you show up to Coterie House. Darian is there.
Hey, how you doing?
Better now there's a puppy.
Yeah, this is Apollo. Tory promised me a guard dog. I honestly can't even remember what for. It's been so long. Yeah. Gonna be hanging out with us. I know a lot of shit happened last night, but do you feel up to talking a little bit?
It depends about what, really. It's
So, yeah, go ahead.
some of it I can, some of it can't.
Gotta ask anyway. I mean, I won't press you if you say no comment or whatever. Is there any chance you know where Carissa's going?
Let's see here. Probably have fairly decent insight. So let's make a roll. Not offhand. Not that I can think of. I really wasn't around her too much, so if I had a good idea, yeah, for whatever reason, Gregor, that weird Tremere guy, took more of an interest in me than anybody. I mean, for obvious reasons, Tremere, but he didn't like do normal Tremere stuff with me.
Yeah, y'all are a lot more similar than I'm comfortable with.
Something tells me we used to be, not so much more anymore.
Or, yes.
Yeah, there's a reason why I stopped.
I'm getting that sense from quite literally just about everyone I've talked to that has shared similar experiences. Yeah, he's pretty closely tied to Tory. Okay, that's that. Did you happen to hear anything about the Primogen Council? They're kind of unaccounted for right now.
I want to tell you, but I can't. The answer is yes, but I can't tell you what.
Can you at least tell me if they're still in the city?
Rolling willpower. Perhaps.
I will burn half the city to ground, I swear. Okay. Okay. No, We have other avenues of investigating that. That's a chance I take. It's okay. I really don't want to bring this up, and I promise I really tried to dissuade it, but you should probably hear it from me first. Tory, she offered the option of attempting to overwrite whoever's bond you're currently under. Not personally, but I told her I wasn't going to speak for you. She'd have to talk to you herself.
Yeah, that's going to be a tall order.
I figured it might be.
Prince of Portland, day before I left, redid it to normal standards, and can work on it, but I would rather not have bond as soon as possible. So just keep me in this general location for the next month-ish, and it'll probably be okay.
Yeah, tall order. So speaking of tall orders, I have been clued in on my coterie as to what's been going on. There's hunters in the city, and there's Banu Hakim coming to the city.
Banu, don't scare me. I've dealt with hunters before. We can make this happen. When I dealt with them before, it was... they had a reason to come after me. Being said, if we need to get rid of a couple cells, we can do that. I can tell you how, or I can help you. I'd rather not, but I can.
Yeah, we might take you up on a little guidance later, but that's a later problem.
Yeah. Do we know the cell leader?
I do not. Tory does. She did tell me what church they were stationed in.
Okay. Get me that information. I'm trying to keep as many people away as I can right now for obvious reasons. In the off chance that they find me and take me back, I don't want to have to tell them a whole lot. That's why I don't want to know specifics of a whole lot of things.
Yeah, makes sense. Sorry, I gotta ask. Do we need to know about anyone that you... do we need to know about... shoot, I don't even know how I'm gonna ask this. Did you kill anyone important last night?
Define important.
As in, like, will impact the political scene in Atlanta nightlife at any point in the foreseeable future?
Not to the best of my knowledge. Did kill the current head of security. Was not a ghoul, if that's the curious thing for you. Did kill them. They were the driver. That was fun. I used compel and I said, "Hey, turn left right now," and telephone pole. I was smart enough to put seatbelt on beforehand. That took out the driver and the passenger. Then the two people in the back, they were dazed fairly decently, and I just took their knives and, dispatched as needed.
Yeah.
Got me out of there though.
Yeah.
I told you at one point in time that I wasn't always as nice as I am now.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I just have this. I don't. Does killing people ever get easier?
Unfortunately, yes.
I just realized that oh my gosh. I killed someone last night. Oh, fuck.
I would say congratulations, but that's not how we do business.
No, it's not.
And it's been too long. to make you forget about it.
At this point, I don't know if I should.
Remember how that made you feel.
Yeah.
There was a reason why I tried to keep you out of that side of things. It's not fun. Never said it was going to be. Did, however, say that at some point you're probably going to have to. And unfortunately, I was right.
At least it was a Camarilla kindred, I guess?
Well,
It was kind of in self-defense.
Yeah, and if it was a kindred, then... Not saying that it should weigh less on you, but it's at that point it's kill or they will kill you. There is no kill or be killed. They will kill you because of what we are. And didn't you have a blood hunt on you?
Yeah, I was told that was nullified because, well, okay, so I don't know how much you heard or didn't hear or whatever, but Carissa's favorite pet ghoul was feeding the cam information about me and my coterie mates. And I found out that he had some quote-unquote information about you, and so I went to go deal with that, but got kind of caught up with Gregor, and he framed me for her favorite ghoul's murder, so Carissa called a blood hunt on me, and then I skipped town to not get blood hunted and get some heat off my coterie mates, but apparently that didn't work either. Yeah.
That's what Gregor said.
Yeah, and I guess that got nullified because she couldn't substantially prove that I was the one that killed him, which, I mean, I wasn't. That was Gregor.
Yeah, technically I think it was Terry.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
I know where she is.
Where is she? Tory would be interested, I think.
Thanks for a minute. She said he kind of stops and hold on. He just spouts off an address and thank God. Okay. There.
Okay.
She was told to stay there until Gregor got a hold of her.
So Shiloh will immediately pull out her phone and type in the address to a text to Tory and say, Gregor's Inquisition pet is still here, and send it to her. You're muted.
You wouldn't receive a response, but it would definitely be read.
Okay, good. That's something, I guess.
Anything else?
Yeah, we can't heal demontation, can we?
No.
Okay. Don't go poking around Steven then.
Which one's he?
Bald one, very suspicious, likes Faraday cages and conspiracy theories.
Oh, the one that acts like a Malkavian. Got it.
He is a Malkavian, yeah.
Figured as much. Yeah, so stay away from the bald one. Got it.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Have you ever seen a salubri with dementation? It's terrifying.
I imagine it is. And no, I don't want to see it. At least I don't think I have. I mean, I haven't seen too many of us, period.
Again, conscious effort.
Yeah. Shoot, I'm really worried about him now.
Malkavians are fine with it. It's everybody else that isn't.
He's had episodes that I've helped with before in the past, and I can't risk it now, and I feel bad about it.
It'll be fine. Just tell him to hate to say it this way, but tell him to calm down.
Right.
He'll be, yeah. So, I am going to get that little, I don't even know what to call the dog, but yes, that treat somewhere. You need anything? I'll be right back. I'm just going down to the corner store.
Yeah, just stay safe. They confiscated your phone, right? They still got it?
What phone? I haven't had a phone in years.
I might need to change that. We need to stay in
Probably.
touch.
Yeah, probably. I can buy a
work on it.
burner.
I'm sure I've... that might work. We'll see. Just stay safe.
I will. And he puts a beanie on and walks out the door. So, finally, Tory,
Yes.
your other stop.
For this night.
Yes. You show up.
Has she heard? She'll message Kumari if she hasn't heard from him, or if he's not at the garage or the kennel when she gets there.
You get there, you get to the kennel, and he's still not there. However, you do get a call within 10 minutes.
Answer.
You need to talk to me.
Yes. Are you free?
Yes, but it might take me a minute to get wherever you are. Like more than a couple hours.
It's a conversation I don't know if you want to have over the phone.
I assume it's about Vic.
Yes.
Did he go back to his old lifestyle, or is he dead?
I'm assuming he didn't make it out of the fire.
Yeah, we found a note on the table this morning saying, "I'm sorry, but what I'm doing is the best for y'all." So I just assumed that he did something real stupid.
Yes, I did try to get him to turn away, but he would not.
Did he at least go out fighting?
Yes.
At least he's doing us proud in one way, shape, fashion, or form. Better than our dad.
I know that you are his ghoul. If you wanted to continue that, you're at any point in time able to contact me and receive some vitae. It can be left to cool, as it were, so you're not bound to me, but I wanted to offer it to you.
No offense to you, and this is 100% honest. Like, no offense to you, but for his sake, I wouldn't take it from anybody that holds a point of leadership in that city. So not you, not Dante, not Johnny. Now, any other people that you run with, sure.
I'm not here to offer on their behalf. You are free to ask them, though.
I'll be by to wrap up loose ends. Probably tomorrow. Next days. One of the two. Sometime this week. I'll reach out to some people that I know. Do you know any circumstances?
What do you mean?
As to why he did what he did?
They found him and offered to either end him there or for him to make a deal, and he took the deal.
Because I'm sure it was him and his, not just him. Because about 2 days ago, people showed up in black SUV asking where he was. Mom told them, and they left.
Mm.
I never saw him before, but I just assumed.
Do you know who he was speaking with that he would have gotten the information of what we were doing on?
If I had to guess, it'd either be Stan, and yes, that's a pseudonym. I don't know what his actual real name is. It was one of our suppliers. He dabbled in nightlife too. Had a lot of the same arrogance my brother did. So they were pretty tight knit there. Or his designer, his lead designer. Tristan.
And how would they have gotten information on us?
If I had to guess, either they knew people that knew people, or they knew somebody at the source.
Okay. You said Tristan and Stan?
Yeah, I think their real names, like, I don't know, it's something. They're from, like, Cambodia or some shit. I don't know.
Thank you.
Not a problem. If y'all need some stuff done, let me know. I still have contacts to be able to do stuff, but it might take a little bit more.
I understand. My offer stands if you ever absolutely need it. But you are free to ask any of my coterie yourself.
Will do. And he makes a little bit more small talk, but doesn't stay on the phone very long.
Tory's not great at small talk. She'll let him go when he wants to.
And it'll hang up fairly quickly. And that wraps up the immediate night after. Because I assume nobody else has anything very pressing that they absolutely have to do.
Not that night.
Okay, so we're going to kind of go person by person. Since I think main coterie stuff has been taken care of. Who would like to go first? Don't make me roll a dice.
I mean, I'm probably going to be the fastest 'cause I don't have much because I'm basic.
Mine's probably going to take a while.
Okay. So, Beth, what would you like to do? Granted, like I said, about 2.5 weeks downtime.
So I'm sure in that 2.5 weeks, finally fully moved into the new place. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
I would like to, as convertly, oh my god, words. Anyways, as unnoticeably as possible, make sure that there is a good security system on the garage and on the new house. If I have the money for it, hopefully I do. And make sure I get that little library up, varying books, book levels, from like picture books to grade school. Maybe like just starting like middle school, high school age. I don't know what the kid population looks like in the Slow area.
Okay. Yeah, you can definitely get up your little exchange book library thing. With books of appropriate ages for multiple ages. As far as the security system, Gramps has you covered. You don't necessarily have enough to get a good, discreet one, but he does. So
Thanks for saving me there, Gramps.
Yeah, you kind of pool your resources and get a good security system for the garage. You get everything all moved in. You do have the cat now.
Oh, you were hiding her from me? For him? What is it? I can't remember if I got a girl or a boy.
And he kind of picks it up. Looks like a girl.
It's a girl! Look at you, you little Mika. Mika? I like Mika. Rub its cheek.
Also, your vehicle from the Bruja junkyard has been delivered, and Gramps has actually put in a second lift for you to be able to put that up so you can do restoration projects on that.
Thanks, Gramps. We're gonna need to hire some more people since I kind of lost my my crew. That's gonna be fun.
I'm sure it's not going to be too difficult.
Probably not. Have to look into that though. That'll be a process.
Yeah. And give me wits. Do you have leadership?
I want to say no.
Probably not, but if you do,
Nope.
Go ahead and give me that in leadership to see if you can hire somebody quickly.
So just wits?
Yes.
I got a skull.
So no. So yeah, that's what you spend the majority of your time doing. You do have a ad posted for a mechanic, but nobody's bid yet. So, who wants to go next?
Stephen will go next.
Okay.
Immediate pressing issue is probably that the month is almost up for Leo, so we'll have to renew that.
Okay. And Leo would be more than willing.
He is also going to text Stace and let him know that Krista and Gregor were at the bonfire.
You just get a great, but I can at least live in the city again, right?
We believe they left the city, but we're not 100% sure about that.
Okay, I'll take my chances. And he actually gives you an address of, I'm going to be renting this place.
I'll probably stop by, just check it out. I will be in contact every couple days to check in on you.
Okay.
Stephen is also going to get the picture set up for his license, so that way he can get a New Haven.
Okay. That's easy enough to do over the course of the couple weeks.
He is also going to be stopping by Twitches to work on the Faraday cage.
Okay. Dexterity and craft, please. Did he really freeze? I believe he
It
did.
does appear that way.
You're good now.
Seven successes.
You get a good chunk of it done. It's not completely made, but yeah. Probably 3/4 of it.
You're gonna say something?
You got one more small thing that you can do.
Can Stephen try to put together any information that he has about his sire to try and track her down?
You can, but you're not going to be overly fruitful. I'm just going to tell you that much right now. So, anything else?
Nope, that's pretty much it for Stephen.
Okay. Buttons.
So, Shy has a couple things she needs to do. First thing she is going to do is she's going to text Tory and say, hey, do you have time to talk in person tonight?
I do. What did you need to talk about and where? Or mostly the where.
Can I meet you at the bar? I can't really say over the phone. Or
Anytime.
shouldn't.
Make your way to the bar with Blitz.
So you meet up.
What'd you need, Shiloh?
I just wanted to update you on a couple things. I talked to Dee a little bit last night, and I figured I wasn't.
I am going to pause the recording for a second. I'm getting messages of it being overloaded, and then I'm going to restart it. We're good. It was just in case.
Continue.
Okay, so Talk to D didn't quite get as much as I was hoping for, but I figured it was a long shot with everything he's got going on. While he appreciates the offer of the bond, it is going to take a lot to convince him. I think it's pretty well off the table, but like I said, you're welcome to talk to him yourself.
Not going to convince him. It was just an offer.
He does not know where Carissa and Gregor are headed. He doesn't know where... I don't think he knows where either of the Tremere are. I don't think I asked him about Michael. Gregor did take a lot of interest in him, though, so I am a little bit concerned about that.
Tremere and Salubri tend to go that route.
Yeah, oil and water. It goes without saying, I don't like Gregor, and I get
no one
that.
should.
Good. Okay, cool. I wasn't quite able to get out of him what the Primogen Council are up to, or exactly where they are. It was kind of, sort of, possibly implied that he thinks they're still in the city.
I wouldn't necessarily be surprised we didn't target them, and there's a lot of them.
Yes. Speaking of targets, he has offered his assistance in teaching us how to deal with hunters if that becomes an issue. He doesn't really want to go after them himself, but he's willing to pass on what he's learned, because he's dealt with them in the past, apparently.
I think it would be good to know at least what tricks he knows that they have, but ideally, Samal and the Hellcat will get that taken care of, or at least start to nip it in the butt.
That would be nice. Let's see, I feel like there was one other thing I was gonna tell you about. I can't remember off the top of... Oh, yeah, I did confirm he did not kill anyone of political importance the other night. It was mostly her current head of security and a couple other humans.
Well, that's good to know, at least. We've riled up the Camarilla quite a bit, and there's only so much of that bee's nest I want to kick.
Yeah. So I take it we haven't checked in with Samal yet?
I haven't found him yet.
Okay. Do you need any assistance looking for him or anything of that nature?
No, I know a few other places to check for him.
Okay. If you need anything from me in the next couple nights, I'm mostly just gonna be kind of like making sure my haven's still okay and get the spare room set up for D while we find him his own place and all that fun stuff. Get him out of the coterie house.
I know he's your sire. I want you to be careful, please.
I am. Or at least we're trying to be.
I want you to be careful around him.
Yeah.
He is still bonded. We don't know what's hidden commands they have given him, first off. Just don't let your guard down too much.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He is bonded to the Portland Prince.
I'm not.
They re-upped it
exactly
just before
surprised.
they left. No, but he's not bonded to Gregor or Carissa, so that's something.
That is good.
So, okay. Yeah, if you...
Anything?
No, I just kind of wanted to give you that update. Didn't think that was something that should be sent via text. Did we find out about the leak?
It's Victor. I don't know who told Victor, but Kumari confirmed that it was Victor. Well, so did Gregor and Carissa.
I'm sorry, what?
Yes, they left a message for me.
Are you okay? I mean, obviously not, but I mean, like, you know.
So just give Shiloh a tight smile.
I'm gonna take that as a no. Yeah, no, I just wanted to update you. Felt like with everything that was something that was better said in person than over text. If you need anything, let me know. I'll just kind of be around.
I will. Same to you. I will be busy, though, most likely.
Yeah, I figured that might be the case. See you later, then.
Good night.
And with her business with Tory concluded, she is going to go check on the haven that she hasn't been in for the better part of a couple weeks now.
It is still empty. Your things are still exactly where you were. Left them.
Is the dead drop still operable, or do I need to reset that up? Does she need to reset that up?
If you get in contact with your person, they're like, yeah, sure, I can come by and drop something off.
Good. Good.
What else would Shiloh like to do for the couple of weeks?
Mostly, get Dee moved into her spare bedroom, get him out of the coterie house, start helping him look for somewhere, something, whatever he needs, get him set up, train the dog, run errands for Tory if she needs them, or any of the other coterie, just her usual mundane activities of trying to get back into a normal life.
Okay. Anything with the clinic that you would like to do?
If she can, get a meeting with Wink and kind of go over, because I don't think she would have seen this building in person, so if she can, like, meet with Wink, get the details from him, and then go see the building for herself at some point.
Yeah, you can get with him, see the building. He actually can take you in a tour of the building. It's serviceable. Needs a couple little updates, but nothing super crazy. Upstairs needs more work than downstairs. Apparently there was a water leak at some point that wrecked some of the ceiling tiles. No huge deal.
So kind of get a running list going of what work looks like it will need to be done.
Fresh coat of paint, get some mold off, and update some equipment. That's it.
Cool.
After purchasing the building, probably less than $20,000 worth of stuff. Still a lot, but you know. So yeah. Would you like to get in contact with the place selling property as well?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. She'll probably do that a little bit later into the downtime. It probably wouldn't be like super duper soon, but yeah, that'd be a good idea. Get an estimate and all that fun stuff.
Okay. We will do that roll off camera.
Works for me, boss.
So, if there's nothing else that Shiloh needs to do, that leaves us with nobody, right?
Yeah, Tory has nothing else to do.
Great
Yeah.
game, guys. See you next time. Sorry, bye.
Not really. Yeah, stay here. Tory.
Samal.
Okay, so immediately after Shiloh, meeting with Shiloh again, you get back on the hunt for Samal. Give me a intelligence and awareness or investigation.
Awareness. Ugh. 1.
You can also give me insight if that's better for you.
It's not. Awareness, intelligence, and awareness would be my highest.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
So night 1.
Hang on. I missed a dice. It failed. It's fine. Still a 1.
Okay, so night 1, cannot find him. How many consecutive nights are you looking for him?
She's gonna go probably until she finds him. She'll also leave notes in dead drops that she knows about, asking if he's okay and if he wants to check in.
Okay. Go ahead and keep giving me rolls for each night that you look.
Yeah, there's other things too, but 3 for the second one.
Okay. You narrow it down to a specific neighborhood, but you don't have a spot. And it's actually not too far from you guys.
2.
That doesn't help. You need another 3.
Oh my god. 1.
So that's night 5?
1. Jesus.
Okay.
I can't roll. Sure, why not? 7 with a crit.
That night, which seems fitting because about a week later, you stumble upon his exact haven. It seems like it is a recently purchased small home. And when I say recently purchased, it like the sold sign is still in the front yard. And you literally just happen to see him walk into the house.
She'll grab his attention.
So you walk up to the door and like knock on it, I assume.
And then step back, yes. Quickly.
Okay, would you like to give me a wits and awareness? As you do.
Four. I'm only gonna roll dice 2 at a time now.
Apparently. You hear metallic sliding on either wood or more metal as the door pops open, just a hair. Oh.
Hello, Zamal.
And then the door shuts real quick, and you can hear like the chain and the deadbolt and all that fun stuff get completely. And he swings it open. Hello, and he like has a sword in his hand, and he puts it away real quick.
There's a reason I stepped back. I
Smart.
expect you to come out swinging.
Trying to blend in.
I'm surprised you have a house.
I have made a recent friend that afforded me this.
I'm curious, but I won't pry. I just wanted to make sure you were okay. Things got a little hot and heavy that night.
Yes. Yes, they did. I am okay, all things considered.
Victor leaked our information to the Camarilla.
Very well.
I don't know who he heard it from. I don't believe it was any of my coterie. I don't know who else would have done it. So you may want to be aware that someone may have some loose lips somewhere.
Do you have potential names?
I definitely should have wrote them down. I did not, though. That was
Would you
me
like to
above
give
the
me an
table.
intelligence?
Yeah.
Would you like to give me intelligence and resolve?
Sure.
See if Tory actually remembers or not.
4.
Yeah, Tory remembers. And when you say Tristan, I will have a talk with these Tristan.
Well, that was
See if
easy
they
enough
were-
to find then, wasn't it?
Well, potentially. I will see if they told Victor. You know they were at the assault, right?
I don't know who that person is. I know Victor was there. Victor did not walk out of the fire. Neither did the Salubri who was Sabat.
Tristan
Along
was
with
the
others.
Tristan was the short, skinny, flamboyant man. Flamboyant and very whimsical. They were Toreador, after all.
I don't really recall too many people. I tried to get them to stop once I realized what was going on. They kept going. Some turned away, though. I don't know who.
I don't believe Tristan made it out. But if they did, I will have a talk with them.
Okay.
They might have been
Listen.
smart enough to leave.
As I said, I just wanted you to be aware of a potential leak.
Well,
That's
if
how they knew
it-
we were coming and what we were doing.
Fair. If it does turn out that I can get answers from Tristan, and I can confirm that that is where the leak happened, I will personally take care of the leak.
Okay?
Would, however, ask if any of your Duskwalker friends wish to be more than what they are, and if it comes to that.
Tristan is a Toreador. I believe one of them
Yes.
expressed interest in that.
Oh, good. Getting me in contact with them would be beneficial.
How would you like me to go about doing that?
Tell them to come here in 1 week's time.
Okay?
If I have something for them, I will give it to them.
Let me know if you have others. There were a few others that had expressed interest when I put the offer out.
Very well. Any specifics?
None that I've heard back from 100% yet.
Good. Gives me options. I'm sure none want to be Nosferatu.
I'm sure no one would choose that.
Okay.
Do you have a Nosferatu?
I have one that's... I'm tracking. But I support her, and they want to continue supporting. Cutting the head off the rat. Well, it would be useful if we can use the rat. It would be even more useful.
Yes. Wasting is, well, wasteful.
Yes.
Wasting an asset is wasteful.
Yes.
That was all I needed and wanted from you right now. Just wanted to check in and touch bases.
Now that you know where I live, are the dogs about ready?
Yes. Yes, the one you wanted is good to go if you want them.
And they are up to par.
They're no
What is
bloodhound, but I don't have the means to make them that unless I ask Cyril.
no, a good warhound is all I need.
Trained as usual.
Good. Whenever you feel it necessary, I'll make sure that they're well taken care of.
Any problems, let me know and I'll see what I can do about them.
Absolutely.
I will be around with them probably in the next few days.
I do have
Do you
one
need
request.
Oh, okay.
The thing you did at the other house, can you do it here? Or have
Oh.
somebody do it here?
Yeah. Yeah, we can get that.
Things to listen to and watch help pass time.
Yes.
Also, next month is, I go to sleep.
Yes, I did remember you did that.
Feed the dog for me, please.
Of course. Do you want me to pick up the stuff for the dog for you?
No, I'll take care of that. I just need to know what it's accustomed to.
I've been making their food. Alan has been giving them a mixture of things. And, of course, they were used as cleanup a few times, so they're used to that too. As per normal.
Good. It will make better, more easy means, for me at least.
Yes. It's quite convenient.
Yes, and, well, being able to hunt pigeons and take from people's gardens means I don't have to go into stores as well.
Yes.
So, I appreciate it. If there's anything else that you need, you know where I live. Please do not pass it on.
Of course not,
Except-
other than the Thin Bloods.
Yes.
I'm sorry for stumbling onto your haven. I was just hoping to find you.
It's quite alright. I was going to reach out in a couple days.
We'll see you in the next day or two.
Yes. Also, before you leave, the issue up north.
Okay.
It's been mostly dealt with. Our new acquaintance is rather good at what he does.
I, as a player, am blanking as what he's referring to.
The hunters.
Oh. Well, that's good.
The leader and their guest managed to slip out the back door, but the younger, less experienced, met a unfortunate demise.
Well, I hope that doesn't come down on us as hard as the tower has, but we will deal with that when it comes.
No, I believe we've scared them enough to at least make them hesitate.
I'm glad. That was not another complication I wanted to deal with.
I'm sure at some point they will come back and they will want blood, but for now,
That's the nature of
In
things.
unfortunately. But for now, it is a non-problem.
I can ask Alan if he can come set that up for you. That's the Thin Blood that's been staying in my haven and taking care of the dogs. He can bring the dog to you if you'd like that too.
That's acceptable.
Okay. He seemed to know what he was doing with all this stuff. He's the one that started the setup for it.
Oh, good. So, I will tell him to knock 4 times.
I will be very clear on that.
And unless if there's anything else that Tory wanted to discuss.
Nope.
Samal, knowing Tory, let's play good evening and start to shut the door.
Yep. That's good. So she'll have that conversation with Alan if he's willing to do that.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry to keep having to ask things of you. It was not my intention.
No, it's fine. I used to do this stuff with my grandparents all the time anyway.
Good. And then definitely need to talk to Cyril at some point. And then, hang on, let me get to the other list. Where did it go? She'll need to touch base with Dante and make sure he knows about Vic, just so it's around for everyone. Need to see what the Giovanni have cooked up for her and talk to Nyx. Read the book from Cyril. And then start working on seeing who wants to buy the rest of the puppies.
Okay. So, First things first, the book would be your downtime for the week of searching. While you're not searching, you read the book, you made it through, found out gargoyles aren't okay anymore.
Okay. News to her.
Yes. There's a bunch of other stuff as to like why, and it's actually a lot of ethics, which is really weird for Kindred Society, but it's ethics.
Can she have been like writing this down as she's transcribing it? And translating?
Yeah, and I'm not gonna make you like make a roll for that because I assume it'd be a 1-for-1 translation.
Yeah.
As far as the puppies are concerned, how would you like to go about selling said puppies?
First, she would touch base with some of the kindred that she's closer to see if they want them or know people. If not, kind of her usual way that she's done it in the past. Just sort of word of mouth, sort of just passing word around in the bar.
Okay. Do you have any streetwise?
I do. I have streetwise and then a specialty in kindred BS.
Okay. Give me a charisma with that, please. With the specialty.
With specialty, okay. I rolled 3 crits.
You can off the puppies rather quickly, actually. In a good way.
Does anyone that she knows of take them?
Dante says no for obvious reasons.
Right.
Johnny doesn't want one, however, one of his ghouls want one.
Okay.
The female ghoul. Blaze asks for one, which is Dante's ghoul.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly for his kids and for his wife when he's not there. And then no more named NPCs.
Okay.
It's word of mouth through other people.
I kind of hope some of them would take them, but that's fine. That's fine. Tory doesn't need to spy on them through the dogs.
Yeah.
Okay, so puppies are done. Obviously she would have talked to Dante about Vic. I'm sure he's not too broken up about it.
No, not terribly. It's kind of like, this might sound weird, but when like you lose a teacher you don't like, oh, that sucks, but oh well.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah. Nas, Cyril, and Nyx. And then see if she can figure out anything about Aaron, but I doubt anything is going to come of that.
Okay. So pick 2 of those that you don't want to pursue.
I definitely want to have that conversation with Cyril. Should probably have that conversation with Nyx, and then the other thing was for the Giovanni, so that's kind of on them. They said they'd get hold of her for that. Whoever they chose, they were going to make sure that they contacted Tory so they could start doing shit.
Yep. They will, just not right now.
Yep, that's on them.
They're getting set up in the city right now, as far as actual haven and stuff. So, but you do get a message saying, "Hey, I am here. I'm just getting my stuff together before I make appearances." That happens about a week and a half in.
Okay. You know where
you
to find me when you're ready.
Yep.
She definitely assumes that that's from them.
Yeah. So, Cyril first. Or Nick's first. Which one would you like to talk to first?
Cyril.
Okay. So, how do you go about getting a hold of?
She'll shoot a text. See how that goes first.
4 hours later, you get one in return.
Okay. Hers was just, are you free to talk?
Yes, actually. And then you get an address.
Go to the address.
Okay, so you are directed to a business that it says when you pull up, coming soon. And then it says a business name, which doesn't really matter. You walk
Knock,
inside and
enter.
Yeah, you enter, and it's completely furnished, completely finished. It's literally they're just filling the front of the thing with looks like just a bunch of crap. You hear a voice from back. Come on back. It's quite all right.
We'll head back.
You make it to the back and you see a trap door in the what you would assume to be manager's office. Down here.
Head down.
And
I'm not gonna run into anyone that I don't want to meet, am I?
No.
Okay.
No, you're not. They're a bit further in.
Hop down.
You come down and Cyril is actively working on something. You're not 100% sure as to what he kind of stops what he's doing, turns to you. So,
first things first. Assuming Stephen and Beth talked to Tory about the whole thing that Johnny talked about. Are you going to be at the meeting at this time, this day?
yes, I can be at the meeting. Into supernatural beings relations are not my strong suit, but it is what it is.
Particularly thrilled about it. I'm very much worried that it's going to devolve quickly, but we need to at least try, right?
Yes, and if it does devolve quickly, having me there is probably one of the better ideas that we've had in quite a while. Not an end-all be-all, but I have powerful friends that will also be in the area.
Would you be opposed to me being there as well?
Oh, by all means, everybody should be there. More of us and less of them is probably the best thing in the world.
I would agree. Just in case.
Yes, just in case.
So, now that that's out of the way, how am I in trouble? Because I was brought into all of this through you, And they know that I know. Am I a liability now?
No, it's quite all right. You're not a liability. You're more of a potential asset for them.
Okay. I wasn't sure if things had changed.
No. The incident at the medical facility was a setback, but good news, that was mostly my money. So they're not mad. The positive that came out of that is, well, I get to start over. And, well, negative that came out of that is I get to start over.
Do you need to feed? I know you have one. I don't know if that's enough.
Oh, I have other means.
Okay.
Much like you have your other means. I have other means. They're not particularly cooperative sometimes, but they do what I tell them.
Let me know if that changes. Or something pops up. We'll return that favor.
Right. I will absolutely let you know if that changes. More to the point of, well, other business. I have been spreading the fingers out to the local population, as it were. And at least the majority of them know that I'm here and I'm going to be vying for that position. I know it's more of a take it when it, because you want it, more than a given position, but I feel like positive relations is probably better.
Yes, I think mine was a bit odd, but it was also kind of a given thing. Apparently there was a vote. I was not expecting that.
Right. For mine, I assume there's also going to be a vote, but if there's not, it's fine.
Well, the three of us agreed, so it will most likely just be grandstanding if there's anything.
I love a grandstand. Now, I do understand that there's going to be another opening, because Victor has gone the way of the dodo, as it were.
Yes.
Do we have a replacement there?
I have outstanding obligations to name someone. Yes.
Is it something that I should be worried about? Potentially.
I don't believe so.
Okay.
My coterie
Good.
got us wrapped up with the Giovanni, so.
Right. Miss Beth, I believe, did.
Yes.
Through a weird tangle of web. I'm not sure exactly how that happened.
I don't even question these things anymore when it comes to them.
Probably for the best. Bruhan and Melkavian tend to bring chaos with them.
I have to have a little bit of sanity left.
Yes, that's what
At the end of the day.
Salubri's for.
Not necessarily as much as you'd think, given the whole feeding off of Vitae.
True. But that's why we have our internal leashes.
Yes. Mine could stand to be a bit stronger, but it is what it is.
You're doing well, as it were. Anyway, is there anything else that you would like to discuss?
Not that is pressing. I mainly wanted to know how concerned I needed to be about finding some snakes.
Oh no. Hush is obviously not harmless, but mostly harmless to us. And as far as the rest, right, as far as the rest, they tend to stay in the garden and out of the jungle, as it were.
Who can blame them?
Not I. Especially when there's a dragon lurking about.
Yes. Do you have any leads on where he might have gone?
Oh, I know exactly where he is.
Oh, do you?
Yes. As a matter of fact, he helped me move. Oh, my special package. He's
Not
in the
Hush.
city.
I meant your special package.
Oh, yes. No, he's... And he points at a door on the backside of the... Through there, down the hole. Plenty of blocks
He
between...
escaped.
Momentarily.
Ah. Okay.
It was a willing escape. But... a lot of resentment there, so he goes after me. Which is fun. Easy target.
Above table. Are we talking about the Baron? Because that's who I was referring to. He's probably talking about his sire. I
Yes,
had to guess.
sire.
Okay. That's what I thought. That's fine. I'll assume Tory can figure that out.
Would you like to roll? Well, yeah, no. He's probably...
He knows he's very concerned with his sire, so...
Yeah.
And what about the older package?
Oh, him. No word. However, I would, if you can stand them, I would nail a couple crucifixes up in your abode.
Good to know, even if I don't necessarily believe in that.
No, but he does.
Good enough. Well, I think most of us can stand that, I believe. One of us cannot, but it'll be fine. I'm the only one he knows about, so.
Yes.
And I very much hope he does not come for me.
You'll know if he does.
Not necessarily true. I didn't know how long I spent under that sway last time.
I don't know. You'll know. Trust me.
Okay.
You've got dogs, right?
A few.
Right. They will let you know. I promise.
Good. Good. Blood specializes in tracking kindred as well, so that is the bonus there.
Oh, even better.
He came with me when I left.
Good to know.
Kennel
Anyway. I apologize. Not a good spot to be in, but spot. So, if I get any word on that package, we'll let you know.
Please do. I'm very concerned over that one.
Yes. If you wish to get in touch with Hush, I can also do that as well. If you can't.
I haven't tried. I haven't needed anything from them.
Admittedly,
offer, though.
I would limit the amount of personal interaction with them, if at all possible.
I don't particularly want to be in their debt, no.
Exactly. And they take debts very seriously.
I had presumed as much.
Yes. So, now you know where my base of operations will be. This isn't where I'm staying, however. This way you'll be able to find me. You may let your friends know as well.
Okay.
We open in about a month.
And what are you selling here?
Nothing in particular. It's a thrift shop. An antique shop, sorry.
Quite a bit different from a medical company.
Yes, that's what the good doctor asked me to do. Said it was a good front in an affluent neighborhood. Rich people like to buy useless crap and hang it up in their house.
I'll take your word for it.
Some of us have more sense than that. Anyway. Please come by, check it out. It's going to be a wonderful time. And
we'll make it a priority when you open.
Also, I believe I will be acting as a auction house of sorts at times for collectors as well.
I'm always in the market for a good book. I have a small collection myself.
Good. I'm sure most of the things that come through here, mostly mundane. However, you might get the rare oddity every once in a while.
Interesting. Well, I'm just going to make you a small sum if something comes along. Finally managed to sell the puppies, so I have some spare cash.
Well, congratulations. Hopefully the dogs have went to good homes.
As far as I could tell, yes.
So, is there anything else that you'd like to talk to Cyril about?
Do you know how they found you?
Yes.
Anything I need to be concerned about there?
Not particularly. It had to deal with the Baron himself.
Yes, that leak is being taken care of. Well, on our end, Victor ratted us out, so.
Okay.
And how did the Baron himself leak that?
Well, we had an unfortunate incident of a janitor pushing the wrong button and the elevator malfunctioning, getting down to the right level, and then the Baron giving the command to go tell someone.
Lovely.
Yes. Knowing full well that it would eventually get back to somebody that wants them dead, and, well, when they come in, they release spines and then go to do the deed, and, well, they meld into shadow and go away.
Oh, they should have left the binds on when they tried.
But turn the damn lights on.
You'd think they'd be smarter than that.
Banu Hakim are very one-minded. Single-minded, rather.
Yes, and of course the old ones don't exist.
Right. So,
If you
the
need
janitor,
anything-
the janitor for posterity's sake has been rewarded with everlasting life as a Nosferatu. Felt like that was fitting, but they are being well taken care of.
Just desserts. Stuck his nose into secrets, now he'll be forced to.
Yes. Like I said, they are being taken care of properly and won't have an issue of rampant whatever it is that they wanted to do.
I've had too much experience with bad embraces and not being led in a decent direction. Forgive me for worrying about that. I did not have the ideal embrace.
No, shovel to the back of the head doesn't necessarily do that, does it?
No. No, it does not. Neither does having to claw your way out of the ground.
Right. Anyway.
Are the Banu still here, or did they leave?
Oh no, they're still here.
Lovely.
They are, well, fewer in number. There were 10, now there are 2.
That's quite a significant drop.
Well, 3 left willingly. 5, not as much.
Good to know.
Two of which were by my hand specifically.
Good.
One by his, and he just points to the door again. And then the other 2 don't have exact guarantee of what happened to them, but I assume our Baron friend potentially took care of them as a light snack.
Yes. Fantastic. I have a few other things to take care of. If you need me for anything, don't hesitate, please.
No, certainly won't. Have a good evening.
You as well.
And then
Leave.
finally, Nyx.
If we have the time for this, yes.
Yeah, it shouldn't take too long. So, you come unannounced, or you call ahead?
She'll find. So has Nyx been messaging her? Because I don't know if we said it last game, but she basically had left Nyx with the book and then no other words.
Yes. She has been messaging. A lot of, hey, we need to talk. Can we talk?
Okay.
When can you talk?
She will finally respond. I am finally free. When and where?
Now at the house. I kicked everybody else out. I'll be here.
Tory will make her way over.
Okay. So you show up and it's just Nyx at the house. It is dead silent. Nyx is sitting at the kind of kitchen table.
Tory will sit across from her.
What the fuck is that book?
Probably exactly what you think it is.
Okay, who'd you get it from? Okay. Do I have to be worried that you're going to get another book from no one? There's been rumors, and I don't want to believe them, and I'm kind of
It was
made them
mine.
go away. It was yours.
Yes.
So you did the thing.
I was forced to. Yes.
Okay. That explains a little bit more. And she actually pulls the book out of her jacket and like kind of plops it down on the table. You know you should have burned this, right?
I should have, yes.
That being said, there's a couple things in here that are useful that I'm going to be dabbling in.
There were parts of the past that, while bad, it was difficult for me to let go of.
Gonna tell you this much right now. If you have anything else like this, destroy it, please. There's a lot that I don't teach these guys for a reason.
And that's why I gave it to you.
Right.
I honestly didn't think I was going to make it out of whatever disaster we had the other day. So I was going to leave it with someone who I didn't think was going to be stupid with it.
Yeah. Cook's been asking me nonstop what it is because I won't let anybody look at it. Who wants to not stay the way they are that you know of?
Just the ones that you had hinted at.
Okay. So nobody's outright told you?
No, I've been busy this past few weeks though, so I'm not sure if any of them did try to find me.
Okay. I will tell them specifically to get a hold of you if that's something that they might want. I know Marigold told me specifically that yes, I asked. She would. She would rather have a little bit more, well, a little bit less of an angry time than some. So, like,
There is a Toreador who potentially will be coming available in, was it 2 or 4 weeks? 4 weeks?
no, but the end of the week.
Oh, right, because time has passed. If it's going to be available, it's going to be at the end of the week at this address. Knock 4 times.
I'll pass the information on.
That's the only one I have currently.
Okay. I can get lists together if you want me to, but I'll direct them your way.
Okay. I won't
You know how people...
obviously.
Right. You know how many people I have with me? Like me, right?
No, I've never gotten a direct count. I know it's quite a few.
It's it was 35, now it's 31. But we've got rumor of a new one just moved in the city from just outside. Goes by Ace or something like that.
Steven embraced someone. Yes.
No, well, We'll reach out to Steven and get an address for him then. Assuming that he knows.
I know he's in contact with him because I made it very clear he needs to not. Abandon someone he embraced.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, it would be.
So, now that I know a little bit about you, not a whole lot to tell about me. I wish there was. I wish there could be a tit for tat, like 1-for-1 exchange here. There's not.
I wasn't expecting that.
Something that I can tell you.
What?
I'm one of the special thin bloods that can make more. I only do that with actively dying people that deserve to not.
That's your choice. I'm not.
Oh no, they have to actually ask prior to an incident. Cook had lung cancer and didn't want to die. Marigold and Bubba, they both expressed interest. But I didn't do anything until it was Bubba first. He wrapped his truck around a tree and ended up crawling out of the stupid truck and calling me for some help. And Marigold had some grief issues after that. Yeah, that one might not have should have done, but I did anyway. Because she got what she wanted at the end of the day.
Well, obviously you've done pretty well by them and haven't abandoned them, so you're better than most.
Yeah. I try to take care of people. And did it in life. Doing it now still, so.
What, doctor or therapist?
Group mom for a group of friends. They would get in trouble and I would fix it.
I was a veterinarian.
Well, that's good.
It's not something I can offer freely or very often. If anyone has the Vitae dependency, I'm familiar with it.
I think the people that do have sources.
Good.
It's not free, but yeah.
It is a rough thing to deal with.
Yeah.
Did you have any other questions for me?
No, not right now. I'm sure I'll develop some over the next little bit.
I ordinarily wouldn't be so open, but I did not want you thinking I was part of the reason you guys are going missing.
I I appreciate it. Like I said, the one about the sun, whatever that is, I'm gonna play around with that one a little bit.
Yep, the Prometheans were interesting. I didn't get to interact with them very much.
Yeah. No, by the way, got a line on pretty steady supply of bags if you want to do the trade, the one trade there with Cook.
Yeah, I would be very interested in that. I would just need to also have a supply to feed off of.
Yeah.
Obviously, it takes Vitae to do.
Right. What do you need? A specific type of person, or are you just kind of a? I don't know.
My preferred would not be ideal for that type of thing. As long as it is fresh, I will choke it down.
Okay, well, we've got a couple blood dolls around that we can probably bring in.
Have to see if that works.
If it helps, it makes you
innocent.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. If it helps and if it makes you feel any better, they're not the best people.
Good to know. Probably will be fine.
I'll just make sure they don't take any substances beforehand.
Please don't. Not a fan of that.
Yeah. That, and I feel like a clear mind would probably be best.
Yes. Doing any type of blood sorcery requires the brain at full function.
Yeah. That's all I really wanted to talk about.
I assumed as much. I apologize for not getting back with you sooner. It has been a hectic time. As I said, I didn't really expect to make it out of there.
Yeah, it's understandable. So I'm not going to take any more of your time. If you need something from us, I'll make sure that we're there for you. You've helped us with the house. You've helped us with the safety. You've helped with a lot more than most.
As I said before, information is the best thing I could probably have right now.
Is there anything that you need information on?
Knowing what's going on in the sprawl. It's a large area. I don't have exactly the amount of free time I would like to give to it right now.
Okay.
Any problems crop up? Any things of note or interest?
Okay. We'll let you know.
Please and thank you.
And with that, Nyx kind of goes over, offers you some stuff, which obviously you can't really take as far as like food.
Yeah.
And Tory makes.
If none of you have issues with crosses, just take my word for it. You might want to have one up just in case.
Okay. we'll keep that in mind. And with that, next, it's like, okay, well, I appreciate the, I guess, warning. Not going to ask any questions about it because I don't want to know.
No, you don't. Just do that and you should be fine.
All right. Is there anything else that Tory would like to talk to you about?
Nope.
Okay. I assume that you asked Franny to look into Aaron. Didn't find anything.
Yeah, or Danny for her. Yeah, because Danny was initially tracking that down.
Yeah, nothing was found beyond the internship.
And then getting the bite fixed up, but that would be for Beth.
Yeah. Which is part of what Beth has done over the last 2.5 weeks. The bike will be usable again.
Yay! Can I go about getting a sidecar for it?
That's a little bit more difficult. But eventually it'll happen.
Okay. We'll start that. Nothing else big.
Yeah. Alright, so with that, does anybody else have anything else they would like to do? That looks like a nope all around.
Not right this second, at least.
So with that, we will pick up March 1st. Next time.
Woo!
So, announcements. Go to totalpartykrit.com for all of our personal bios, character bios, all of our links to our shows, all of our links to our YouTube and podcasting sites that we are on, or apps that we're on. If you want to find the schedule, I believe that's on there as well. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Tuesdays, Blood and Hope, Detroit. Thursdays, Nickel Scripted Catchers, which is our Hunter, the Reckoning Chronicle. Saturdays, Life and Blood Atlanta, which is what your ears just intook. Also on there, they're linked to dicelegion.com if you want some new dice. If you use that link at checkout, you can get a percentage off. They have dice trays, keychains, buttons. I believe they have dice bags as well now. I think I saw something about that. Really great people, really easy to work with. It takes a minute to ship out, but once they ship out, they get there really quick. And that's just because they are a small company. So we like small companies, and we would like you to support them. Talking about support, easiest way to support us is word of mouth. Liking, reviewing, subscribing, following, do all of the things that had a little, so you know what we do at any given point in time, as well as joining our Discord.
Please.
Then you can talk to us in semi-real time.
A lot of people there.
Yes. Which links to all of that stuff is on the website as well. And then finally, the more painful and less easy for most people to do way to support us is monetarily, and we do have Patreon if you want to support us there. We have a link as well. So we would appreciate it, but we understand 50-50 is whether or not you actually can. So, word of mouth. Tell everybody. Your mom, your brother, your sister, your dad, your uncle, your grandma, your cat sitter. Let them all know. And, yeah. With that, I believe that covers everything. So, everybody have a good night. Or whatever it is for you. And we will see you next time.
Farewell.
Hopefully.
See dreams.
Hopefully. Have a good night.